Everybody, welcome back to the whiteboard to the Party Principle. I'm pausing Party Principle movement today to answer two questions that came in over the weekend. We talked with Tony, and Tony is managing a manufacturing company, a B2B business. They're a manufacturing company, but they have a Facebook page and a LinkedIn page. However, there's no activity and they don't really care. But here's the problem. Their thought process and not caring. They think their customers are not on Facebook, but they're on Facebook. So obviously, so are their customers. Basically, everybody is on Facebook. But here's the other thing. One, they have a link to their Facebook page featured on their homepage, and two, Facebook results for their company are in the top 5 results. And at number 3 in their results is their LinkedIn page in terms of SEO results on their company. So whether or not their customers are there, if you go to look for them, they're going to show up in the top 5 results. 2 of them are these social networks in which they have no activity. They had activity at one time. They stopped because they thought it wasn't fruitful. That's a critical mistake because it's still dominant from a search engine result and in a impression of their company response. What does it look like? It looks like they went out of business in September of last year. That's what it looks like. So Social Cloud Suite is a direct answer to this, even for a big B2B company. They need a consistent flow of relevant content on those pages. It's critical, or they got to go off the media altogether, which I know they don't really want to do. This is just as important on LinkedIn, probably more so for them on LinkedIn than on Facebook. And 2, question from Ivana. We're talking about what is engagement. And so what we'll say is basically simply engagement means that when we're posting something that people are engaging back and there's conversation, or that we are going out. Remember, it's social networking. We are going out and we are networking and engaging with others around the problems that we must solve. So all of those things are engagement. It is the networking, the communication. It is not the posting and it is not the listening. It is the connections, and conversation is engagement. And the biggest rank in Facebook Edge rank and in the algorithm for LinkedIn, that engagement is based upon what happens. Our likes are worth a teeny tiny bit. Comments are worth a good amount. Let's call it an extra point for a like, a field goal for a comment, and a share on all platforms is worth a touchdown. A share is given the highest performance in EdgeRank. So having your content relevant to context, interesting, engaging to your audience, not looking like an advertisement, and showing up in such a way that they would want to share that. Remember, way back to our original story, clipping an article in a newspaper and mailing it to somebody. Think of that in your mind. That's the type of content that we want to be sharing. Relevant to context. Context is king. Context trumps content all day long and twice on Sunday. Thanks for watching. Hey, below is a link to a podcast. I did a 50-minute exclusive interview with John DeLemme. It is the world's #1 success motivation marketing podcast. Link down below. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow when we work more on the Party Principle.